This a quick pass to Davis. And he's got this down to the 35. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Allen gonna throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Our game here, really a dream matchup for folks who like good quarterback play, and really who doesn't like good quarterback play. You got the 2-time reigning MVP against a guy who many think could be holding that trophy in the very near future. Rodgers and Allen have faced off one time before, and it was the Packers who shut out the Bills that day 22-0. That was just Allen's 3rd NFL start. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Here's Allen to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. On 1st down, Rodgers. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. Room here to run. There he goes left side. The 20. Touchdown, Packers. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, Good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Bills 0. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Allen off the play fake. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Allen. And Davis with it left side. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3 and out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Allen. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual havoc. But let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 2nd down, Dillon. 79 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dive. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Screen play, Johnson. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep, Nyheim Hines. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Allen. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Allen now looks to throw. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Rodgers going to throw. Throw right side, going to be complete to DeGuara. And he's going to have a Packers first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Rodgers now on first down. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action. Now Rodgers. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Well, there wasn't much of a window there, Charles. Had to deal with a couple of defenders, but able to find his big tight end.
And partner, we know double coverage is a challenge for any player to try to defeat. But maybe it's a little easier if you're one of those big tight ends because you have a size advantage on just about anyone trying to cover you, and you can use your body to create some space.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First down, here's the run with Cook. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
First trip to the red zone for the Bills. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Cook up the gut. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Allen. He's got it. Touchdown, Bills. Kadarius Toney, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from evening this one up. And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for the 1st with Dillon. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. And the slot man goes in motion left. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. read the pressure, and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Yeah, they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing is Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. They go screen with Dillon. They find some open field here. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with decent starting field position, they're maybe only a couple completions away from field goal range. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Allen. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Dillon. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
On 3rd down, here's Dillon. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 109 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the 3rd quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. And the slot man goes in motion left. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. He's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
As a general manager, you're counting on your 1st and 2nd round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Slot man moves right. So 1st down carry here for Johnson. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Again, it's Johnson. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. Here's Rodgers. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it makes it third down and 2 yards to go.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Now it's Rodgers. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The kick by Crosby is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This one fielded at the 5. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Allen going to throw. Caught right side, Davis. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do a pinch trick in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Rodgers. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On first down, Rodgers completes it again to Dobbs. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Running up the middle, here's Dillon. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
The Packers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
And a manageable third down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. To throw is Rodgers. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. Now Dillon on the inside give. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. To throw, it's Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Ed Oliver through the line and hitting him for the loss.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now Rodgers. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. No surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. From the 29, Rodgers over the middle here. It's hauled in by Watson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Rodgers now on first down. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Rodgers again now. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 43. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Dumping it off for Johnson. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Hey, 26.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
That means there's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. Oh, he's gonna let this go for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bills are gonna get the football back. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance. It just was unsuccessful.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. as he'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll swing this out to Tony. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To the air, Allen. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, 54 yards. And the Bills are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. This has just really been a solid second half from them, CD, as they add another touchdown to the lead and they start to pull away in what was once a close ball game.
Yeah, they actually put the Jets on in this one, didn't they? Put a little cherry on top with that touchdown. Now he's got to play out this final minute, and they'll get a chance to celebrate a very hard-earned victory.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon, and he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're the play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
On play action, it's Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Rodgers to throw. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. Rodgers teaming up with Lazard there for a Packer first down. Clock, and now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Rodgers to throw once more. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They